Good evening and welcome to Live with the Leave Alone Sickle Cell Association. Today is Tuesday, February 1st, also known as Black History Month. So, welcome to the first live in the month of February. I hope you guys had a great day today. I just want to come on and give you all some information. First of all, I want to pause and say thank you so much to everyone that participated in your congratulations, in your thank yous, in your shout outs, in your well wishes for my organization. I'm so excited. I am in the Daytona Beach area at 984 Orange Avenue in Daytona Beach in the plaza. My address is 984 Orange Avenue, and I'm here next to the church's plaza within the plaza. So tonight we're going to talk about how do you know if you have the trait? Because so many times people talk about the disease, and if you know you have the disease because when you're born, it's a different type of birth, meaning you have different expectations as a baby. I have some pictures in my building that shows what a baby hand can look like when they have sickle cell anemia or the disease, and their hand is swollen, their feet are swollen. So the trait, of course, is different. Yes, the trait you have, if you don't have whole cells, if you have the trait, you have less energy within your body. Sometimes you won't know if you have a trait or not because they stopped testing for the trait. And after 1988, they no longer test for the trait. So you have to know your status. How would you know your status? You would ask, meaning you would have to go to an actual lab and ask to be tested for a sickle cell. So let's talk about the trait. The trait is less oxygenated within your body and your bloodstream, as well as you can get tired a lot of times. Think back on sometimes when you had PE or when you played in a sport, if you got tired extra fast, or other people didn't get as tired as you did. So that can explain that sometimes a person may have a trait. I know that I met some people down that they're adults and they found out that they have the trait. They didn't know they had the trait before, but after testing and feeling different ways in their body, they found out the doctor stated they have the sickle cell trait. And you know as well as I know, the trait plus the trait when you're together with the mate equals the disease. Behind me, on this side of me, there are two pictures that shows the mother and the father that come together that may have the trait. There is a 25% chance that that child can have the disease. There's a 50% chance that that child can have the trait, and there's a 25% chance that that child can have nothing at all. So within this health era, there is a lot of can happen stance or maybe happen stance. But the most important part about it is if you have the education and you know exactly what you will be dealing with. So, what do you know? What do you learn about? Well, within sickle cell, you have to learn the description of sickle cell trait. This description would be a person that the majority will be an African American, but absolutely not. It's not only African American, that is the majority, but it's also found in other cultures, other continents, other countries. I know exactly for a fact they're found in the Mediterranean, they're found in the areas where you have Hispanics. And the statistics show that Hispanics and African Americans are those that have the trait more so than other cultures. Also, I want to let you all know that within the family, it's so important when you're making a family or you're planning for a family that you know for sure your status. So, here at the Leave Alone Sickle Cell Association, we're in the planning of being able to test for sickle cell. So, you'll know if you have the trait. You will know for sure you have the disease early on in your life, but a lot of people don't know if they have the trait. So, that is one thing that we're adamant about having here is testing for the trait. It is 5:05, and I came on with the live at the Leave Alone Sickle Cell Association. Just want to let you all know in our community, if you are looking to find out where you can go to get tested for a trait, you can go to the Quest Diagnostic Lab. You can go to LabQuest. I'm sorry, LabCorp. Also in our area, it's in any area. Or you can Google where they have the sickle cell testing so you can find out if you have the trait. It's very important, especially if you haven't had children and you plan on having children. Also, to let you all know that things are coming about to where you all can participate more in the community in reference to sickle cell. So stay tuned. You've been focusing and you've been listening to the live and Levi Long Sickle Cell Association. And I will see you all here same time tomorrow. Have a great night.